watch it.
Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Really quickly, I just want to say I'm so sorry guys. I know it's been 2 months since I put out one of these videos. I try to put these out once every single month along with the horror games videos. But in June, I really just wanted to branch out and make more creative videos, different videos. And because of that, the channel has grown exponentially, more than it has ever grown ever. So thank you so much.
I have the volume down a little for YouTube just because it's just how it is.
Get right into the movies.
The Lake Lagoon.
Before I get
I probably have seen this. By the way, this guy has commented on my video, and shout out to him. Goes up to him. He makes fucking amazing like horror type shit, and he's like a big fucking YouTuber that has actually commented on my reaction channel, and that's a fucking huge deal. And not really huge deal, but that's a fucking W. So shout out to him and shit like that.
Describing Lake Mungo and what I think about it and why it's scary. I've been getting some comments of people saying,
I'm not gonna lie, I have not seen this movie, so I don't know much about it. And I really need to get into like actual horror movies. So maybe watching this would actually be like, oh okay, I might watch it. But there is like a new movie that's out, so it's about an FBI agent or whatever that is pretty good, so I might watch that too.
The way I describe these movies is like not professional, and I just want to say, if you're here for professional reviews, you're at the wrong channel, dude. I'm describing these movies to you guys as if you're my friends and I'm telling you about them. I'm not like a movie reviewer in particular.
I feel like if he was, he would be amazing at it. Not okay, I'm done. Let's just fucking. I'm done pausing it right
and
now.
Also to the people telling me to shut up and get to the movie reviews, fuck you. This is my.
Wait. Hold on.
About them. I'm not like a movie reviewer in particular, but I kind of am, but I'm also not. And also to the people telling me to shut up and get to the movie reviews, fuck
yeah,
you.
get to the movie reviews. Come on.
This is my channel. It's YouTube. Go watch someone else. I'm gonna yap. Okay, so with that out of the way, I've been meaning to watch Lake Mungo for a really long time. Back in the olden days, I was really obsessed with watching like these obscure horror movies.
I haven't really seen that much
and
of
this one was
it.
recommended a lot.
But I might have seen this. I'm not sure.
Series and started it a couple of months ago that tons of people have been telling me to watch this, and I decided to finally buckle down and watch it last night. And to you guys, I will say thank you, but also I will never forgive you. So in the moment when I'm watching a horror movie, yeah, it's scary, but I can disassociate. After the movie's over and all of it is done, I'm thinking it was just a movie. I'm not scared anymore. I don't know what Joel Anderson put in this movie, but I could only sleep last night facing the wall. Staring out into the rest of my room was a death sentence.
Okay, this is what I know we just in a minute, but some people say if you're facing the wall, how would you not know if there's someone behind you? And that's a good point, but how would you not know? Oh, like, I don't know. Never mind. Shut up. I need to shut up and just get back to the video. Never mind.
I have never had a movie so psychologically affect me afterwards. I felt like I was a kid again watching a horror movie. That's how much this really did affect me after I saw it. Now, I went into this movie not knowing a single thing about the story, and that's how you should do it. I will give a spoiler-free synopsis just so you know where I'm coming from. And this is another big topic within my videos. I've been getting comments of people telling me I'm absolutely spoiling these movies and to stop talking. And then I have people telling me, please, talk about the movies more and spoil them. And honestly, I'm conflicted. What do I do? How about this? This is your final warning. There may be some minor spoilers in here. I will not be discussing the ending of the movies, but I will be discussing
you too, guys.
The particular scary scenes or the scenes that got under my skin. So here is my spoiler-free synopsis of this film. There is a family, there is a girl in the family named Alice who drowns, and weird shit starts happening. That's your spoiler-free review. Alice drowning is not a spoiler. It happens within like the first 3 minutes of the film. It's the whole setup for the whole entire film. It is not a spoiler. So let me explain a little bit as to why I found this movie so terrifying. Overall, it's a super realistic fake documentary film, so good to the point where I was watching it with my girlfriend and she thought the thing was real. Oh, this is so hard to talk about without completely ruining the whole movie. Basically, there's a particular part of this film that makes the rest of the film seem so much more realistic. When you see it, you will completely understand. And the fact that this movie had the balls to kind of pull that, I absolutely loved every single second of this film. There wasn't a second of this film where I wasn't intrigued and I wasn't completely wrapped in this world that the family was stuck in. I think this film is a great commentary on grief and what comes with that, the fears, the sadness, all the things that your brain is gonna do psychologically. It's also a fucking terrifying film. Holy shit. So basically, Alice's brother is like a camera nerd. He loves taking videos, he loves taking pictures, and he starts to notice these weird sounds around the house. So, like a camera nerd does, I did this as a kid. Set a camera up and have it recording overnight to see if it catches anything. And the images in this film are haunting, genuinely haunting.
Am I blind? Oh, okay. So it's just a random person. YouTube, it's fake. I mean, Twitch, it's fake. Same thing, whatever.
This whole entire film is haunting. It's
Wonder
the
if
best
it's
way
haunting.
to describe it. That's
Maybe.
the only word that I can find to use. Specifically, the sound design. The sound design in this film, whoever worked on that, please give them a raise. Shake their hand. So me in particular, I don't look up the public opinion before I watch a film, just to make sure nothing sways anything. And after looking this film up after I watched it to read some theories, I've seen a general consensus of people who don't like the film. There's tons of people on Reddit saying it's overrated. Literally, I typed in Lake Mungo, and the first couple things that came up were Reddit posts of people saying, I finally watched it, I don't understand it, it doesn't make sense, and it's stupid. So yeah, I'm not sure if you're gonna enjoy this film. It is a little bit slow at points, but I really feel like it adds to it, so if you stick with this film, it will respect your time. And I think really let this film sink in, especially at nighttime when you're looking at the corners of your room. Oh my gosh, dude. So yeah, let's move on to our next film.
Have I seen this? Is this about aliens? No, it can't be. I feel like I have seen this before this guy even starts talking. There is a movie on, I think it's on Netflix or Hulu or Prime, or I don't know where it's at, but there's a movie where it's about like aliens, and it's only after, I believe it's after the sun, or like, yeah, it's only after him. And so throughout the whole movie you see signs of him like getting like abducted, not getting abducted, like getting bruises on him, getting like um other stuff on him. And then it is so, I don't say terrifying, but it is so um because it's so weird, because it's like nothing's happening, nothing's going on, and then like at the end of the movie, it's like, what the fuck is going on? That type of movie. I like those type of movies. I get it. It's slow paced. I forgot what the name is. Um, Maybe it is this movie. I'm not sure. I don't think it is, but we're gonna go for it.
So this next film was actually brought to my attention by you guys.
W.
Essentially, I made a video covering your scariest movies and ranking them if I thought they were scary or not. And quite a lot of people suggested the film Smile. And in the movie Smile, there's a particular scene that I remember the trailer absolutely spoiled for me, and I found out it wasn't even original. The scene I'm talking about in Smile is when the girl's friend comes over and her neck kind of just fucking
I haven't even
blanks, like,
seen Smile
90
yet
degrees
because it doesn't
downwards
even
right
look
into
good.
the window. And yeah, it was heavily inspired by this scene from Terrified.
I haven't seen
Now, I just want
Terrified
to say
either.
that it probably could have been a coincidence and they just had similar thoughts, but it is
Maybe.
really, really close to how it's set up in Terrified. So I'm not pointing any fingers, I'm just seeing what I'm seeing.
I
So
mean, to be honest, I feel like a lot of movies have like um inspiration by older movies, so maybe that's just what it is. Maybe they just got inspiration by it.
Terrified is an Argentinian horror
Argent.
film released May 3rd, 2018. And as I was watching films for this video, I've noticed that Shudder was coming up a lot. Shudder is really holding it down. I keep
Yes,
saying this every single
they
time,
are.
but Shudder is really making the scariest films or the most
Yeah,
intriguing. So we need to just band together and just keep supporting Shudder for making these amazing
facts on
films.
that.
But let's get into
Facts.
Terrified a little bit. I will start off with the disclaimer that I do not think this movie is perfect.
A
And
lot
I
of
wouldn't
movies
even
ain't
go
perfect.
as far as saying this movie is great. I would say it is good. And there is a difference between me finding something scary and me finding something absolutely amazing. There were parts of this film that, yes, did scare me a lot. It scared me so much to the point where I actually had to stop watching it late last night and finish it in the morning because I was still recovering from Lake Mungo. And guys, when I tell you I could not sleep because of Lake Mungo, I really do mean that. And I didn't want to have another one of those nights, so I just packed it up and went to bed. So the spoiler-free synopsis, which is actually the main synopsis for the film, so I'm pretty sure they don't want you to know anything either. It is paranormal researchers investigate strange events in a neighborhood in Buenos Aires. And that's it. That's the whole entire description of this film. And I think it is a perfect description because if you were to say anything at all about this film story-wise, I feel like you are jeopardizing the integrity
It
of
looks
the
like
film.
aliens.
Now, here is why I said that this movie is good. The beginning 30 to 40 minutes
How long
of this
is it?
film
An hour?
were like peak
2 hours?
horror. It was amazing. I was so intrigued. I was so creeped out by the things in this film, the paranormal things that you witness. And if you look this movie up, literally the cover of it shows the main like scary aspect of this film. So I'm not spoiling anything by showing you
Okay.
this. This dude just creeped me the fuck out.
Why is he naked?
He contorts, he
Twitch,
breaks
it's
his
fake.
bones, he fits into places he shouldn't. Overall, just an amazing horror creature. It really is like top tier. But here are the gripes I have with this film. Holy shit, does it fall off the edge really, really hard. This movie has significant pacing issues, and usually I'm all for just slow down the film, bring us in, reel us in, and then scare the hell out of us, bring it back around. But this movie never really comes back around. It has some severe tonal shifts throughout the film that I was completely thrown off by and did not enjoy at all. The beginning 1/3 of this film is different from the second part and the third part of this film. They are like three completely different films. The movie starts off really strong with its story and then it gets super jumbled and then just starts introducing things, I'm pretty sure just because of the convenience of it and the scare factor. And that's where I really started to not enjoy this film, particularly right at the end. And I'm not sure how to categorize this certain gripe I have with the film, but some of the CGI looked absolutely horrible. And there are some scenes where CGI was used where I was thinking, why didn't they just use a practical person for this scene? I'm sure they
okay.
probably had their limitations, but there are some scenes where they use CGI where I thought it was completely unnecessary and it looked absolutely horrible. But this movie does have some amazing practical effects which confused me even more. But I do feel like because the CGI was so bad at certain points, it almost added to like a nightmarish feeling I had while watching this movie. And I couldn't really figure out if it took away from it or it added to it, but I'm just gonna leave that up to you to decide. But yeah, I can see how the ending of this film and the pacing of this film could be for someone else, and they could find this as their perfect horror movie. I do give it 2 thumbs up when it comes to scariness though, and that's why it's on this list. And if you ever saw this movie, or maybe you stopped the video and went and watched it, tell me what you think in the comments below. I don't want it to seem like I'm painting Terrified in a negative light. I know I did have a lot more gripes with it than I did positive
I don't know who
things,
the hell
but I did
that was,
overall
but
enjoy watching the film. I just feel like the beginning part of it was so much stronger than the rest of the film. So yeah, let's move on to the next movie in this list.
I was seeing this.
Hello guys, I just recorded
What's
this,
up?
but the file got corrupted. Yay! It was like 11 minutes of footage and it all got corrupted. So we gotta do it again. The reason
You love it. You love when your stuff gets corrupted. I hate that too.
you're seeing my face is because Sony Vegas cannot handle the GIFs and the pictures that I put in the video, so I'm changing to video format. This will not be a common reoccurrence. This is survival. I am trying to survive. So this video
Imagine you
gets
just
out.
put.
So the next film on our
Bro,
list.
imagine Sony Vegas just like throws up random ass like gifs and like pictures of the movie while he's just talking and he didn't know and he just that would have been fucking hilarious, but it's Sony Vegas. Sony Vegas is stupid.
Possum. And I want to start off by saying that Possum is not a horror film that you will traditionally get scared
Okay.
by. For my casual audience that doesn't like artsy movies, they just like fun horror movies where things jump out, you get scared.
Nah.
I don't know if I would suggest this film to you. Going into this film, do not expect to be scared. When you go
Okay.
into this film, really absorb its world and its surreal imagery. Really
I
feel
feel
the
like-
characters and the things that make them tick. Try to figure out what their
Oh, my
dialogue
nose
means,
is
and I
itching.
think that's where you're gonna find the true horror of this film. It's a type of fear that really lingers with you after the credits roll and the screen goes black. For a couple of days, it kind of just sits there and ponders in your mind for long periods. This movie doesn't really give you everything at face value right away, but I feel like towards the end, if you're really paying attention, you can make some really disturbing connections. Sorry for switching the camera around, I'm just trying to figure out how to do all this. I'm so sorry. It's a film that doesn't hold your hand, it's very artsy, it's very nightmarish. So if you're not into like artsy films or films that don't hold your hand through the whole entire way, you probably won't enjoy this. This film definitely isn't for everybody, and I completely understand that opinion. It is a weird film. I would like to add, if you're going through anything in your life right now, definitely don't watch this film. This movie never lets up.
Okay, so watch it. Alright. Gotcha.
No happy moment. This movie is sadness, depressing all the way through, and I truly do mean that. There were some points in this film where I was almost moved to tears, which I was not expecting at all for what I thought was just a horror film that was going to scare me. Some of the imagery in this film straight up looks like it was taken straight out of Silent Hill. Like, there are some fucked up areas in this movie. Not to mention, yes, there is a creepy puppet, which I will not show you because the movie really lingers on the fact that you don't know what it looks like for a good portion of the
Okay.
film, and when it's revealed, what the so yeah, I don't really know if I would suggest watching this film. Personally, I really enjoyed this film. On my letterbox, some of you guys have found me on there. I'm pretty sure it's just Zerk. Thank you for following me. Don't judge my movie taste too hard. But yeah, I really did enjoy this film. I think I gave it a 4 on letterbox. I really did enjoy it. And yeah, it definitely was scary. Even today when I woke up, I'm still thinking about this movie and what it really means to me. I really do feel like it's that deep of a level. Any movie that lets me gnaw on the bone and get some extra meat afterwards, I'm a big fan of. So overall, yes, I did enjoy this film. And I'm not sure if you're going to enjoy it, but I would say check it out. Let me know in the comments if you did. It looks like this video might get corrupted again, so let's speed this ending up. Possum, I found it scary. There's some scary scenes. Overall, the movie is dreary, dreadful, depressing, nightmarish. You should watch it. Thank you guys so much for watching the entirety of this video.
You shouldn't watch it if you're going through tough times. I know he said that, but just in case.
If you got to this point, thank you so much for the amazing comments and support you guys have been giving me. Seriously, what's going on with this channel? The last video I uploaded is almost at like 500k views. All right, guys, I gotta get out of here before this shit corrupts. All right, peace out. Have a great night, great day, and bye-bye.
Okay, buddy.